Today we'll start new topic called constraints. Write the topic constraints. CON constraints, right? The first one is not null. The first constraint is not null. Now, I have pinged you in the group chat. Okay, so first one is not null. So first what we'll do, we'll create a table employee underscore detail 1. Okay, we have an employee ID, that is number 2, employee name varchar2 20 not null. Okay, and salary number 10. That means we are giving some constraints in the sense restriction. Okay, so restriction means let's say while inserting some record, you can insert null also, null values also, right? So I want to restrict that it should not insert null values. For that, you have to write while creating the table, you can write not null that in employee name. So you can insert null values in employee ID, but salary also. But in employee name, you cannot insert not null. Okay. So wherever you mention not null, that means it is restricted to take null values. Now run that. Select star from the table you do. Table created, right? Now do select star from that table. Employee underscore detail 1. Okay, now nothing is there. Now
yes,
again, yeah. Now we'll insert some record. Okay. So here now we are going to insert into employee detail, employee ID, employee name and salary. Employee ID I am putting as a null, and employee name Hari and salary 1900. Run it. Now enter, select star from employee detail. Now one row inserted with employee ID null. Okay. Now let's, because in employee ID we have not written not null, so it can take null values. Okay. Now let's insert one more time. Same thing you copy and paste, but make employee name as a null. And employee ID give some ID number, let's say 22. Instead of null, give 22. And here you give null. Remove that Hari. Remove the quote also. No. See, this null means it is a value. Correct. Don't give the quote. Now run it. See, now you can see the message cannot insert null into employee underscore department dot ename. Okay. That means we have restricted. we are telling them you are bound to enter some value. You cannot insert null. So you'll get this error message. So if you get this message, that means there is a constraint on that column. Clear?
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Now press OK. So this is how, because if you see while filling some online form or something, there is a mandatory fields, okay, that you cannot leave blank. That is nothing but they have mentioned as a constraints, not null. You have to mention something. You cannot leave that as a blank, okay. So this is nothing but your not null constraints. Save it. I mean, all clear or any doubt in this? Now, the second constraint is unique constraints. UNIQUE. The second constraint is unique constraint. UNIQUE. Okay. Now let's create another table. Okay. So now we are creating an employee detail 2. Okay. Here we are making employee ID as a unique. And employee name, salary, we have not given any constraints. So here unique means it should take only unique values, because employee ID, it cannot be duplicate. Okay. Now run it.
So nothing shows.
Table created, right? Now do select star from employee detail 2. See, you can see in the down table created.
Yeah.
Now the select okay. Now we'll insert some records here. So here now we are going to insert into employee detail 2, employee ID, salary, name and salary. The values are 10, Hari and 1000. Run it. Control enter. One row inserted. Now select star from that. Enter. Select star from. Okay, now record is inserted. Now let's check. The unique constraint is created in employee ID. That means you cannot enter the same employee ID there. Okay. Again, copy that insert statement. Now run it. Control enter. See, it is showing unique constraint violated. Okay. That means all this is having some unique check. Unique, you cannot insert the duplicate values. That's the reason it is showing unique constraint violated. Okay. Now press on OK. So unique constraint is there only in employee ID. So you can, instead of 10, you can do something 11. That value you change to 10 to something else. In the insert statement, you change that value. 10 is there, right? 10. Employee ID. That make it 11, 20, whatever you want. Now run it. Now see one row inserted. Now select.
Inserted.
Now selected. Now it is inserted. Okay. But here, if you see employee name and salary, those are having same Hari, 1000. But why it is taking? Because we have not given any constraints there. But only employee ID we have given this constraint as a unique. Go your up that create table. See here only you have given constraint in the employee ID, that is unique, right? Employee ID number 2 unique. That and employee name and salary we have not given any constraints. That's why this employee ID will accept only the unique values. It won't accept the duplicate values. Clear? Now let's see who will insert null values in employee ID. It will take or not. Okay. Now come down. Again, paste the insert statement again. Copy and paste it. Control Z. Control Z. Now here what we'll do, instead of 10 write null. Now run it. One row inserted. Just do select star from. So you can see in employee ID null value you can insert null values. Okay. Because it is a unique constraints. Unique constraints means it can be null, but it cannot be duplicate. But not null means it should not be null, but it can be duplicate. You understood? Now let's say this null value again, run it, run that insert statement again. Control enter in that insert statement. Insert one, previous one. One row inserted. Now you select. Now you can see null value 2 times inserted, right? But again your question is, it is a unique constraint, how come null value inserted 2 times? This is an intro question. Okay. So unique constraints means it will take only unique values, but null is not a value, first thing. So this null and that null is not equal to. Null is not a value. So that's why null you can insert as many as times you want. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now you can save it. Now next one is next constraint. The third constraint is primary key. Or we should tell it a PK, primary key constraint or PK. Okay. So here, what do you mean by primary key? Let's say we have an employee ID. So basically in our organization, employee ID is always unique and it should not be null, because every employee should have an employee ID. So that means which constraint you are going to do in that case in employee ID? If you do not null, it will accept something, but it will accept duplicate also. If you do unique, what will happen? It will take unique, but it will accept null also. We want something combination of both, not null plus unique. So that is nothing but primary key. So primary key is nothing but unique plus not null. You write in the comment bracket, primary key means unique plus not null. It should be unique and it should not be null. Unique plus not null. Unique plus not null. So that means in primary key it should be unique values and it should not be null. Now let's create a table. Okay, so create table employee underscore primary, employee ID and employee name. Here we are giving the constraint as a primary key. So that means employee ID is primary. That means in employee ID, it should take only unique values and not null values. Now let's try to insert something, okay? Now run it. See, cannot insert null into employee ID, okay? So here, as I told you, primary key means not null and unique. We have given null values here in employee ID. Null values means you can write null or else you can give just single quote. Just press OK. Just write null also. Remove that single quote only. The first one, employee ID. You can write like that also, or you can give write null. And better to write null, NULL. Run it. So it won't take null values because primary key won't take null values. Also, it won't take duplicate values. Now let's insert some number. Instead of null, write some number. 10, 20, 30, 1, 2, 3, whatever you want to write. Now run it. One row inserted. Now select star from the table.
Sorry. So many mistake.
No. EMP.
Yes, sir. Mistake, yes.
Yeah. PRIMRY. There is no A. Okay, so you have inserted one. Now run that again, the same insert statement. You run it again with the same 25, the employee ID. Run it again, control enter. It won't take because it is telling unique constraint violated. So now you can see here, you cannot insert null as well as you cannot insert a duplicate values. That is nothing but your primary key. So it will restrict you. That means 25 is already there. Don't insert again, is telling. Clear?
Yes, sir.
So now you understood primary key means unique plus not null. You can save it. Now we'll go to the foreign key. This,
Sorry?
next is foreign key, FOREIGN. Foreign key.
So your voice is not audible.
FOREIGN. FOREIGN. Foreign key. FOREIGN. Okay, just what we'll do for foreign key, we'll create first some few tables and we'll insert some data, then I'll explain you what it is. So first we are creating a table department underscore one, which department ID as a primary key and department name. Okay, run that query. Now table created. Now run the insert statement. One row inserted. Now run the next insert statement below one. Perfect. Now do the come down. Now run that. Select start from employee one. Sorry, that is DPT one. Okay. Now what we'll do, we'll create employee table, one more table, we'll see. Okay, now we are going to create employee one table. Okay, create it, run it. So here what to do, create a table employee one, employee ID is primary key and department ID is reference key. This is nothing but your foreign key, department ID. Okay. So this is the syntax to create the foreign key. So department ID number 10 reference to which table it is referring? Department table, department ID it is referring. Okay. Now run that. Now this table created. Now insert. One row inserted. Now insert the second one. Now do the select statement. Now it is, we have created two tables. Okay. So one is your department table, one is your employee table. Okay. So now we have inserted some records also here. Now I'll explain you detail what is this primary key and foreign key and what is the relationship. Okay, in our next session.